don't have the answer why, but yeah, I mean mixed emotions. Like you go from the joy of thinking that you've gone and stolen one here, and then yeah, disappointment and sadness that we dropped it. I mean, I think if Brad has a performance like that, we have to reward him with 3 points. He saved us on a number of occasions, and then yeah, it's just stuff that we have. You know, we talk about small little details, challenges, clearing your lines. Yeah, that's disappointing, but yeah, we nearly had it.
It seemed like both goals, it was the ball went to one post, came back out. On the first one, it seemed like everybody kind of relaxed for a second. I think the ball was going to go out of bounds, and Red Bulls pounced. The second one, Williams just didn't like he could clear the ball well enough. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean the first one was set piece, and then people were scrambling. I don't think they thought it was going out of bounds. I don't know what their thought was there, but one, we got to close that ball down, and then you got to stay with your markers. I'd have to look at it again. It was stealing. They run off of, like, we have to stay with guys in those moments. Those are critical moments. Those are the moments that to preach on of, like, in those small seconds, can you be really, really alert? Because you get punished for that one there, and then at the end when you're seeing things out, yeah. And Derek held his hand up. He wants to clear his lines, and I get it. It's the third game in a week, and it's just that's one little detail, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
And you went to a formation change to start the game, then you changed it back to the more traditional formation in the second half. Can you just go through the whys of that, please?
Yeah, it didn't work. That's why we changed it. So it wasn't working in the first half and conceding too much pressure in the wide areas. So thought we could get back into our normal shape to put more pressure there. They're a team that typically plays through the middle, so they don't have a lot of quote unquote possession in those wider areas. So they go there, but then they usually go direct three. So I wanted to put more numbers in the middle of the pitch to defend like that. That was the original reason, and I held my hand up on my end like I asked them to do. It wasn't good enough. I didn't like what I was seeing, so I'd make a change, and that's what you're supposed to do when you see something like that. So I made the change, and from there I thought it was better. And there's no telling that with everything I had, all the information I had, I made, in my opinion, I thought it was the best decision going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work, so we changed it. Luckily, we got the goal at the end, and that I think was going to start to shift momentum and then make the tactical change and personnel change.
Was the Mosquera sub simply just to try to waste time, or were you expecting him to have an impactful performance?
I mean, I was expecting him to score right away with his first touch. That's what I told him right before he went on. I said, score with your first shot, and then we'll all celebrate. No, but honestly, it just said towards the end of it, I was looking at how we could make an impact. I thought we were pretty solid, and then like at this stage, like why be safe? And I didn't want to be so open. Mosquera's been dealing with obviously his knee, he's coming back from that, and I didn't want it to be so end to end. But at the same time, if we can go and try to get one at the end, and thought that we could have some time to do that, and it worked out perfect in that way. But then we concede. So he did a good job coming on and making an impact. So that's important that when they come on, they do something.
And the last one for me, it just seems like it's kind of an example of a lot of matches this season, just little things that aren't going right for y'all, and you just can't get over that hump. Is that fair?
I'm going to stop listening to you because
that's fine.
I'm going to block out that noise. Like if I keep saying, oh yeah, it's the little things, we're getting them wrong, I'm going to start believing it. And so I need to stop listening. Well, I haven't listened, but I need them to not listen to that. Cut out all the noise that, yeah, if you keep thinking that, you're going to believe it. I believe that we've got something, that we can get something out of this, and that's what I have to keep preaching. You speak it into existence. And we have to work on it, and that's what we do every day. We show up every day with intent to work on things and get better. And we'll need some time to continue to do that. Right now, time's not on our side, so we have to really show up and do that work and get 3 points. Like that's what it's about. If we got that formation change and it wasn't right and all that, and then we still win the game, probably no one really cares. If we run around, you play direct, or no one really cares how you get the points at this stage. So now it's just about doing that, and it's not a disrespectful thing, but I just want to block out your noise and not really hear it.
That's fine.
Did you get the response that you wanted from energy level, work rate, fight tonight compared to the last 2 games?
Yeah, it seemed it. Third game in a week too. That's really difficult. So I thought they showed little glimpses of it. I still think we have to get better at those things: winning second balls, winning challenges, really putting your foot through it. And then when a teammate makes a challenge, like how about we encourage them? We get down in their face and pick them back up as they go. Like, come on, you've got something here. Great job. I see it when they get in around the box, and then Brad mauls them to pick them back up and encourages them. That's what we need. I'm not saying to stop the play. Like when they get the right moment, pick your teammate up and let them know, hey, great job, man. I got your back. You go to the next one, I got you. I'll pick you up and we go again. So that's the little things that we're trying to kind of flip and change there in their mentality. But it was slightly better.
When you think back to that idea that you had coming into the way the Red Bulls were going to play, kind of clog up the middle, take that away, how much did you guys have time to actually work on it with the quick turn to get there?
Yeah, one day. I mean, we were, and that's normal in this industry, right? You don't have a lot of time to work on things. But we've played in that shape before. A guy like Alexi, who's new to the group, didn't play in that shape with us, but he played that shape at his club in Italy. So I thought it could be a good way to put him in a position that he's been in before. And if I look at it like in reality, the way that shape was, it got us the penalty kick. We wanted Jamal making runs on the sides of the center backs, and Brooks played him in behind. So maybe in that theory it worked in one way, but in the other ways it wasn't good enough.
And then just going one step further on that, beyond shape, the style of play, conceding possession a little bit more, being a little more direct. Were you happy with how that played out for your group?
Yeah, I mean for the goal, for to lead to the penalty is great. I think that it's a difficult place to play. Like I've been a part of a lot of games here. I've watched a lot of games here, and it's just when I look at what are we doing with the possession. Are we playing, and do we really think we can play through? Then great, let's do it. But if I think that we can be more direct and expose their center backs or expose a certain area of the pitch, let's go and do it. Let's not waste time with the ball. So I've been that way with everything, right? The intentional possession of what we're doing with it. So whether it's here, Red Bull, or somewhere else, like I just want to make sure that we're intentional about what we're doing with the ball.
And I know they're different, but you're facing another team that is kind of structured without wanting the ball as much in Philadelphia next week. Does it help you that you went through this tonight with lessons you can take out of it to apply to Philly?
Yeah, I mean there will be some similar styles of play. Like we understand what Philadelphia are like. They're very good at what they do. They've been very successful, and we'll have to be ready for a fight and figure out exactly how we go about getting 3 points there.
Doug, last one.
Yeah, what did you think of the PK call against Fortune? Personally, I don't know what else he was supposed to have done.
Yeah, I mean the Manuel gets his foot there first, so from my eyes it looked like a PK.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you guys.